Okay guys, I'm here with another tutorial, and this is using Iclone and how to transfer the things that you have from Iclone, any packs that you have, into CTA. This is for Iclone and CTA users, and I'm not a CTA user, okay, but I just want to show you how to populate your content, because if you go to the marketplace, you're gonna find the CTA packages, that the cartoon animator packages for $50, $60, or whatever price they have. And then you're going to have to pay for that if you have the money, which is okay for those people who have the money to spend. I don't. So I want to show you how to populate your content. And one of the things is I dropped this prop. This is an Iclone prop, as you can see. Okay, it's an Iclone prop. So I'm just going to kind of center that prop. And we're going to start making this a toonish, okay, or a cartoon scene. And or a prop, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we're gonna go to the fourth icon on the left hand panel, the fourth icon, which is the stage icon. You're gonna go to the atmosphere. Okay, you're gonna choose atmosphere, and then you're gonna find the toon shader. And the toon shader that you need to use for this tutorial is going to be the charcoal one. We're not going to use the line art, because if I apply the line art, okay, it's going to give me that kind of look. Okay, I'm going to use a charcoal because it's going to give you the contour line is going to be a little bit thicker. But if you want to modify that, we are in the content tab right here on this, the ones on the sides. We're going to go to the visual tab. Okay, we go to the visual tab, and then we go to the third icon, which is pretty much where you are going to find the toon shader. Let me make the screen a little bit bigger so that you can appreciate this. Okay, so it's a third icon from left to right. It's a toon shader icon, and then you have the edge width and you have the edge intensity. We want to probably modify that, and we're going to see just the kind of look that's going to give me. If I make it, if I increase that, you see the line is going to get darker, so it's going to give me a little bit more of a toonish look. Okay, but we want to make it to a point in which it's decent, and I think that's decent. Okay, let's modify that. Okay, probably we want okay, we put this as at 100. No, we don't want it at 100. Probably we're gonna put an 80. Okay, an 80 value. Okay, now we are going to go back to, let me see, we're gonna go here, okay, to the scene tab, and we're gonna select the prop. So double click on the prop or select it on the scene tab right here. And on the right hand panel, we're going to go to the material section, which is the third icon from left to right. Okay, we go to the material section. We select the parts of these that we want to make toonish. So it's all of them. So we're going to make sure we select the first one, and we see all the content, and where it ends, you press the shift key in your keyboard, and then you left click on your in your mouse. We selected all of them. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here. I don't know if actually this is not gonna affect, but we're gonna go to the self illumination, and we're gonna put it all the way up. Okay, why we're gonna do that is because it's gonna give you a toonish look. Okay, I know that you don't see much of a difference, but believe me, just go ahead and do it. And then we're gonna open up this icon over here. Okay, we're gonna press on this icon, and it's gonna open the we're gonna be changing the color of this. Okay, so what we want is we want to saturate the colors, okay, so that it looks more toonish. So we find the saturation, which is right here, and we're going to increase the saturation more and more to something that we like. It's looking kind of yellowish. Okay, I don't know whether you want that to be a little bit yellowish or not, but I'm just going to lower this. Maybe a little bit of brightness. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it kind of like that. Maybe, I don't know if I increase the contrast. Okay, I'm gonna increase the contrast. I'm gonna lower the brightness a little bit. Okay, something like that. Maybe, okay, I'm gonna get rid of the saturation. Okay, let me just 1 second, okay? I don't like the yellow color. If you like the yellow, it's okay for you, okay? I don't like it. I like it to be more like a gray color or something like that. So I'll be right back. Just give me a second. I've been playing with the values over here in this panel that I showed you. And this is, the best that I could get. What I did is I increased the brightness. The saturation, I put it all the way down to 0, okay? Because it's gonna look tunnish anyways, okay? If I increase the saturation, it's gonna give me that yellowish color, which I don't really like. So I'm just gonna leave it at -100 because it looks more like a wall kind of, look. And that's what I'm looking for. And the brightness, I put it at 20. The contrast, I put at 40. One of the things that I did when I had a saturation a little bit higher and it was yellowish is that I actually moved these values over here. I put the color. Let me see what colors. I'm gonna show you the blue and the cyan. I put it all the way here. I'm sorry, and I put the blue. And I put the blue all the way. All the way here. I put the blue over here. Of course, it's gonna look bluish right now because it's not yellow, but if it was yellow, it would look much different. Okay, it would look a little bit wider per se. So that's something that I really like. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it as it is, and we're gonna render this as a transparent, the background is gonna be transparent, and this is, we can transfer this into CTA. So we'll go to the render settings. We're going to open up the render settings with this icon right here, the one that looks like a rectangle with that arrow. We're going to go here and I'm going to show you what you need to do. Okay, so I'm going to amplify the screen. You're going to go to image. You are going to choose PNG. You're going to, the current frame, you want to make sure it's the current frame. And the frame size is already 1080, but you can modify, okay, the frame size, like if it's a bed or something or a small object, you can decrease the size. We're going to select the final render with super sampling and make the super sampling to 3x3, okay. I included the glow effect and I included the reduced color banding, but I'm gonna get rid of this, okay? You don't need to have those. And it's gonna be the original size. We're gonna export that, and I already have the place where I'm gonna export it at, which is in my downloads. And I'm gonna put this as a sewer system. So I'm gonna put a sewer system. Okay, and we're gonna render that. This is how it's gonna look like. Okay, we already have that picture. If you like this finish, just leave it as it. If you want to get rid of everything, of the brick wall and things like that, then you need to play with all those settings until you get something that satisfies your eye. Okay. And the reason why I increase the saturation is to make it look more tunnish, okay? Now, as you can see, because this has a sewer system, this is water in the sewer, of course. But if you don't like to have that, then what you need to do, since it's a prop and it's a scene prop, we have a scene. So we're going to go here. Well, actually, no, I can't. Okay. Yeah, it's just one piece. Okay, if it wasn't one piece, it would be better, but let me see. There's another way. Maybe there's another way, or maybe there's not. We're gonna, okay, select the prop. We're gonna go to the material section. Yeah, okay, so we have many parts for the many maps, okay, texture maps. So we're gonna use the eyedropper right here, but we're gonna select just one so that we can use the eyedropper. We use the eyedropper, and then we select the water, and it's going to show you the map, okay, of that particular part, in the scene. So the water is selected, and it's actually showing you like the walls. Let me try this again, okay. Actually, it says water right here. Okay, so we're gonna trust this is water. So we're gonna I'm just gonna put up a dark image to make it invisible, and there it is. It's invisible already. Okay, so we're gonna render this again. one more time. We're gonna export, and just for the sake of having the same name, what I'm gonna do is the source system. I'm gonna put source system 1, and I'm gonna put water because we know it's water, and then we're gonna put source system 2, and then we're gonna put no water. There you go. And we're gonna wait for the render, and there it is. So you have both pics. Okay, now we're gonna open up that folder. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna open up the folder. I'm gonna drop that into my CTA. I'll be right back. Okay, before I drop the pics that we have, I want to show you these two beds I converted from Iclone, and I made them look toonish. This is a bed without saturation, the one on the right. Okay, this one right here, without saturation. This is the one with saturated colors, okay, using that particular feature in Iclone to change the colors of the map, okay. And that's how they look like, okay. I like both of them, actually, you know. But that's the finishing look of a prop. This is a prop, remember, from Iclone, and now it's a prop for CTA. And I'm gonna open up the props for the source system. So I have, let me see, the source system right here. Let's try without the water first. So we're gonna drop it into CTA, and we're gonna drop it as a prop, the first option. There it is. And I already put an avatar so that we can actually see how it's gonna look like. And you see it's a transparent background because it's a PNG. We saved it as a PNG. And oh goodness, looks so good, okay? And that's one of the many ways in which you can do this, okay? Now, the thing about Iclone is that you can actually rotate the prop. So we can get another part of the prop, something like this, if we wanted to. Okay, so I'm gonna render that too in that view because I like it, how it looks like, okay? So I'm gonna render that, and we're gonna put it also the source system without water. Okay, let me amplify the screen. Source system 3 this time. Okay, source system 3, side where I'm gonna just put it as a side, no water, and save. There it is, looking good. Now we're gonna drop that into CTA. We're gonna see how that looks like. Okay. Okay, CTA. CTA. There you go. And we're gonna drop it as a prop. Now the thing about this, guys, is that I actually have a lot of packages. I'm talking about real nice packages, islands, you know, places, props, and I could convert all of them. Forget it, you know, if I'm gonna convert all of that, you know, I'm gonna get old. But anyways, that's, you know, about the side of this prop. We can get the other side, so we're gonna get another shot of that side in Iclone. And I'm gonna do another interior shot, and I'm gonna do those shots, and then I'm gonna come back to you, so you know the process already, so I don't have to show you the process again, because I'm gonna make this tutorial longer, and I don't want it. I don't want it to be longer. Okay. Okay. I also want to let you know that I got rid of the barrels and the crates, you know, that were inside the sewer, and now it's empty. Now you can see, you know, the entire passageway, or I don't know how to call it. And another thing, I got rid of the bars that were here, okay? I'm gonna render the bars aside, you know, apart, so that they're not together. And I'm gonna also share that with you, the entire pack. Okay, so now this is clean, and I want to show you something else. I forgot to mention, and this is very important, okay, if you want to do those CTA packs and you are using Iclone and you have your packs from Iclone and you want to transfer them into CTA, okay, you go over here to this at the bottom, okay, to the project settings. You press on that, okay, remember it's this icon over here at the bottom of the timeline, okay, this icon. And make sure that you don't have this activated, because if you have that activated, when you render that, it's going to render the whiteness of the background or whatever background you have as an image, and you're going to be like, oh, if I'm rendering this as a PNG, how come I don't have a transparent background? Well, that's the reason why. Make sure that in the project settings you can go over here, under the timeline, or you can go over here. Let me amplify the screen on this top bar right here, on the menu bar. Okay, on the menu bar, let me amplify this so that you can see. We go to the menu bar right here. It's in edit. You go all the way down, project settings. You press on that, and it's going to show you the project settings, the ones that you saw over here. This icon right here, okay, it's the same. So you can go to the menu bar under edit and then just find project settings, and you press on that, or you press that icon that I show you under the timeline. And make sure once again that you go down and you find the background color to the background, and make sure that activate image is not checked. It's got to be unchecked so that you have a transparent background, okay? All right, so this is the last image I'm going to be practically, this is the last image I'm going to be rendering. Well, not the last one, at least just for the sewer system. I'm still going to render the bars so that you can have the bars too, okay? And I'll be right back. I want to show you something. This is another part of the source system, okay? Since I have a package, and it's a package for a sewer construction, it's like a sewer construction kit package. So let me show you one thing, okay? I'm going to show you my package from Iclone. This is my original package. As you can see, I have a lot of props that I can just drag and drop and just make them, look toonish. With that toon shader, I already show you the process, which is already here, so I don't have to do it again. And I have different kinds of things, for the sewer, okay, that I can actually convert into a toon image. And let me show you what I have, okay. So you see, I have all these things. I can convert all of them, into a toon and then send them into CTA. I'm just gonna convert a couple of them, because doing this conversion process, it takes time. So I really get tired, doing this. I'm just doing that tutorial, for you guys, because I want you to populate your content for Iclone, and I want you to populate your content for CTA, because I know that the packs are expensive. And I mean, if we had the money, we can pay for them, it's no problem, because the people sharing the packs, they spend their time, designing all these nice, packs, which I really want to say thank you for those people, who are designers, and they spend the time, doing these amazing packs, because they do have amazing packs, really nice, that I really love, that are very, very toonish. In my case, because I don't have the money to pay for those packs, I'm just thinking, well, how am I going to create my packs? And I just came up, with this idea of doing it this way. And why not, I'm just going to share my ideas with you. I don't think I'm the only person, with this kind of idea, but at least, I just want to let you know how I did it, so that you can actually do the same. So I'm gonna convert this pack, okay? I was looking for a barrel, but I'm just gonna have to type barrel in my content to find the barrels on the crates, and then just convert them, into images. And we're gonna go again. We're gonna desaturate. Oh, yeah, I love that. Desaturation is gonna look more like oh, that's a contrast. I'm sorry. I don't want the contrast. Well, just a little bit of contrast maybe. The brightness, yeah, baby, that looks way better. That's what I love about the sewer. That it looks more like a grayish kind of color, you know. So let's see. Now we want this probably at a 20 maybe. Yeah, at 20 it's good. We want to go over here and adjust the self illumination. We're gonna put the self illumination all the way up, and because this is a little bit kind of dark, we're gonna go and apply a glow. Okay. Remember this is a prop from Iclone, so we're gonna apply a glow, and we're gonna apply this bluish color as a glow, and we're gonna desaturate the glow with the strength. So we're gonna lower the strength to 10 maybe, because I made a tutorial about this. Okay, but then what if we put it at 20 maybe? Okay, 20, it looks good. So it looks a little bit, you know, so I don't have to be modifying that, you know, I'm not gonna have to be modifying that over here, you know, because if I start playing with these values, it's not gonna get me the color that I really want. Make sure that the softness is at 0, because if you, I'm gonna increase the softness all the way up, and you're gonna lose. Okay, if you wanna lose it to make it more toonish per se, you can do it. You know, I like details, so if I can get the details, why not? You know, I mean, why not? Okay, just give me a second because it's still processing. So I don't have a command right now, so I'm just gonna wait. I'll be right back. Okay, one thing is that, as you can see, this looks a little bit not too long. Okay, it doesn't have much depth, so we're gonna increase the depth, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna click anywhere over here, okay, in Iclone, and we're gonna choose the 20 camera. Okay, let's see, it's actually chosen. All right, let me see what else I can. I'm gonna do a close-up then. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna do a close-up of that. Okay, actually, if we want to take just interior of the dungeon, we want the close-up a little bit closer. Of course we want that. Okay, so we are going to make sure these are not shown. Well, actually they are showing, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we're gonna make it like that, and we're gonna do a render for that, and then another one like it was before. Okay, I'll be right back. Now I transferred that particular image that I render in Iclone, and this is how it's gonna look like, which is something that I really like. Now just look at the orientation of the avatar, okay, because that's very important. We're gonna apply a walk motion, and we're gonna make the avatar walk all the way to the end of the tunnel, I'm gonna say, and let's see how that looks like. Okay, because remember that you can render the prop in Iclone any way you want, as to make it look more decent into CTA when you apply an avatar, and then you make the avatar walk. So I'm gonna apply a motion, and I'll be right back, so I don't have to go through all the process right here finding things and making it a little bit longer. I'll be right back. Okay, and like you can see, I added, well, I didn't add, I just made sure that the other one, the one that I showed you before, is at the back, okay, of the sewer, the first, the passage of the sewer. And it's gonna look a little bit more like two different backgrounds, okay, because it's actually two backgrounds, but what I'm talking about is about the sewer, okay, itself. So I'm just gonna make it, this look a little bit more like that. Maybe I'm gonna put it like this. All right, and we can change the, if we don't like the brightness that it has, we can modify that too. Okay, so we can go over here on the left side on this bar right here. We're gonna press this one, which is the render style, and we're gonna choose the first one. Let's see, which is the second one or the third one. The second one looks red. We're gonna go for the first one, and then we're gonna, the brightness, we're just gonna lower the brightness a little bit, you know. Let's see, we have a value of -24. We probably want a value of I like it, because it gives the image, or the scene, more depth. But I'm gonna put it to a 10, maybe, or a 15. Let's try a 15. Okay. 15. I think 15 is okay. All right, so we're gonna leave it at 15. And I already applied a motion to this avatar, and let's see, how it's gonna look like. Okay. We're just gonna make her walk all the way down, and there she stops. Okay, guys, and with this I finished this tutorial. I hope you liked it. You can bring all the props that you want and scenes that you want from Iclone, and then change them into a toonish kind of look for CTA, render that as an image, and then transfer that into CTA. Okay, and I'm gonna show you other tutorials on effects from Iclone that you can transfer into CTA. Okay, and I'm gonna show you that later on, and this is how you do it. Okay, thank you for watching.
Help me!
Timothy,
I am here. I am
I can hear
trapped.
your voice, but I
I
can't see
can't get
you.
out of here.
Don't worry, Timothy. I'm coming to help you. There's a button over here by the wall. Oh, it's opening the wall. Oh, I
The
can
door
see
is
you now,
opening
Timothy.
finally.
Don't worry, Timothy. You are okay. I'm so glad that I found you.
Oh, thank you. I was so sad.